Hello, this is Dylan Lange, branch manager and senior loan officer with Evergreen Home Loans here locally in Bellingham, Washington. And if you're watching this video, most likely you got my application email. Maybe you've stumbled across it on YouTube or you've got it from one of my strategic real estate agent partners. Anyhow, I'm happy that you're watching this. We're going to have a lot of information on why it's important to align yourself with a very experienced loan officer like myself. I know some of this video will be me talking about myself and my process, which can get uncomfortable. But I think it's very, very important when you are making the biggest purchase decision of your life to be aligned with the right people that can help you get the best deal, have the right products, and can help you reach your dream of home ownership. So what we're going to talk about are the 4 Ps that I think are very, very important. There's about 350 to 400,000 loan officers nationwide, and you're watching my video, reaching out to me, and I'm just super, super honored to be able to help you with this homeownership journey. And I want to talk about those 4 Ps and what is very, very important to look at when you're picking a loan officer to help you finance your biggest purchase. So the 4 Ps are proof that your loan officer is experienced and successful and has good reviews. Number 2 is products. You want to make sure that your loan officer is equipped with a vast tool belt, because not every financial situation and borrowers, credit, income, assets are all built equal. So you have to have a vast array of products. Pricing, you have to have competitive pricing. You want to get a good deal, keep that mortgage payment very affordable and digestible for you and whoever you're buying the home with, or just yourself. And then process. You want a very refined process with a high level of communication. And I'm going to talk about the 4 Ps and how I can help you with those. So let's talk about the first P, is proof, right? You want to work with an experienced loan officer. This is not an easy job, looking and reviewing someone's credit, income, assets, making sure we close on time. Experience matters. I have over 10 years of experience in this field. I'm not brand new. I've done thousands of loans, but proof is very important. So what I want to talk about here is I want to pull up what I call my resume. And you'll get this in the application email. But this is my son Cruz and my wife Kara. They're my pride and joy. But this says 9 years. I'm hitting my 10th year, as I just alluded to. But my team and I, we helped over 350 families buy, refinance, or build their dream home in 2023. I'm shooting this at the end of 2024. We'll do actually more than that in 2024. I was personally a top 1% mortgage loan originator in 2023, just by sheer number of closings myself. So once again, going back to that, proof is in the pudding. You want somebody that's experienced, doing a high volume, but still has a refined process so that you're not pushed to the side, of course. And I'll talk about that later. And then we are the #1 purchase lender in Whatcom County. So if you're buying in Whatcom County, or even, we do lend in 13 different states at this point. We're the #1 lender in Whatcom County. We have a very, very good reputation, and we get things done. 4.99 out of 5 client rating, which I'll show, and then a proud father of Cruz, and we have a dog human, Beckham. So if you go to my website, whatcomhomeloans.com, there's a ton of different resources here. I'm going to show you the 5-star reviews. You can get an interest rate. You can get pre-approved. This has our stats from 2023, over 350 families served, almost 150 million in loan production. 96% of those were closed on time and are apt to funded date. So once the application hits, to closing that loan was an average of 22.4 days. There's the team and myself. Here are more of the reviews. So if you click on Experience, Zillow, or Google, it will pop up here. Once again, this is the first P on proof. 168 reviews. I'm #1 in Whatcom County on Zillow. Experience.com, 4.99, 412 reviews. And on Google, 79 reviews. So I think it's very typical when you're going to a hotel or a coffee shop to look at those online reviews. And I think it's just as important when you're making your biggest purchase decision of your life to look at that as well. Okay, so let's move into the second P, is products. So I want to move over to the product catalog. Sorry that was my face went away there, but I want to talk about products. So really, we have a vast array of products because once again, not everyone's financial situation is built equal. So we have home loans that are built around you. Uh, I'll have a little bit more. If you have any questions on any of these, reach out to me. I could do a whole nother 20-minute video on products. But once again, not all financial situations are created equal, which is why we do take pride in offering an array of products to help serve our customers. So innovative solutions, these are products that I really just have not seen elsewhere. The Cash Up program, which is a cash offer, fastest cash is a 10-day close, no appraisal contingency. Very, very popular product. Security Plus, which I'll show you in great detail, is something once you go through underwriting, we will back your offer with $5,000. Step Up is our bridge loan product where you have 4 months to sell your property. You can buy a property before you sell, and then you have 4 months to sell your product or your property rather. Temporary buy down is where you can get a 1 to 3% lower interest rate for the first 1 to 3 years. You can also do a permanent rate buy down. So just some very, very innovative solutions that are very popular and have, our goal is to get your offer accepted. And we have all the regular loans, the conventional, the FHA, the VA, USDA, HELOC, jumbo, down payment assistance through the state, fixed and ARM options, and then renovation and new construction loans. We've also got some pretty unique brokered products. So bank statement loans where we can just look, if you're self-employed, we can look at your bank statements and create a cash flow and income based on that. DSCR, where if you're buying an investment property, we just use the cash flow on the property to qualify you. Don't look at any other income. Asset depletion, if you have a lot of assets, we can create income streams off of that. 1099 employees, we can create income based on just a percentage of your gross revenue. So not looking at your actual tax returns, and then reverse mortgages as well. There's many, many more products that we offer. These are kind of the big, most popular ones. And then we have some partnership lending. So a home seller advantage where we will offer, we partner with home sellers, one-off listings. We can do this with our clients, or even if they're not our clients. And any buyer that buys that home and uses Evergreen will offer them a 0.75% of their borrowed loan amount in a lender credit. So, if it's a $500,000 loan, it's almost $4,000 or just over $4,000. I need a calculator to calculate that, but basically just do 0.75% of the loan amount. Same with employer affinity. We partner with employers and give the same discount to their employees when they buy or refinance a home. And then if you're a builder and have, spec builds or a development, we'll do the same exact program. So contact myself or my assistant, Ian, on any questions around products. But once again, we want to be the one-stop shop. We want to have products that can fit a various amounts of needs. We don't want, a lot of times we're doing a lot of turn down stuff where another institution can't do something, so they're sending it to us. You really need to be partnered with a lender that has a lot of different products to be able to fit your needs. Everyone's needs are different. So that's the second one. So first one was proof. Proof is in the pudding. Second one is products. Third one is pricing. Once again, we would not be the number one lender in Whatcom County if we didn't have competitive pricing. One of my jobs as the manager is to set our pricing. We are very, very competitive in our market, and we want to make sure that we get our clients the best deal possible. Okay. The fourth one is process. This one takes a little bit longer, but I think communication is the most important thing. It's tough because sometimes when I help first-time homebuyers, they're like, wow, that was a breeze. That was no problem. But if you've had a bad loan experience, you know what I'm talking about and how important communication and process is. And I'm going to dive into my process because I am very systematized. I'm always redoing my systems, my emails, my communication. I want it to be a very, very seamless process where you almost don't even know you got a loan until you got to make that first payment, right? So let's talk about the pre-approval process at first. So we have a very streamlined pre-approval process. Online application, we can meet in person, we can do a Zoom, we can talk on the phone. I hear a multitude of things, right? Oh, I went online because they had this online website. We can do everything online. We can do everything in person. That's what I love about it. We have a great hybrid system where whatever you need, if it's Zoom, if it's in person, if it's online, we can cater to any of those needs. So once you go through the pre-approval process, you'll work with myself and Ian, my production partner, and we'll look at your credit, your income, your assets, your debt. We'll have a customized plan for you. We can jump on a Zoom. We can meet in person, once again, we can talk on the phone. We'll talk through all of your different options, and we'll work with your real estate agent as well on what you're approved for and some of those levers that we can pull. So once you get approved, here's what our pre-approval package looks like. And this is different from a lot of lenders. A lot of lenders have a one page, no photos, no reviews that I'll show you, very plain and simple. I'm using a software called Loom right now. So when we get this pre-approval package, what I'll do is I'll fill this out on Canva. It has all my info. It has the real estate agent's name, your buyer's agent. It'll have all of my online reviews. Now, why do I do this? It's not that I like talking about myself too much, but I want to show that listing agent and that seller that you guys are working with a reputable local lender. I'm the #1 rated home lender in Whatcom County, sheer number of reviews. I'm a top 1% loan originator nationwide, and we've served over 350 families in 2023, and I'll update those with 2024 in the new year. But I want to show that I have experience, that people have rated me very highly. It's like when you go to a hotel or a restaurant, you look at the online reviews to see what sort of experience you're going to have. So I've got all of my online reviews on this, and then the last page would be your name. That's our office address, but it would be the subject property, the loan product, your down payment, and if you're contingent on the sale of your house. So this is what the pre-approval letter looks like. I will shoot a custom video just like this one to that listing agent and that seller, explaining how strong your finances are, explaining my relationship with your buyer's agent, right? I talk through some of this. It's a 2 to 3 minute video. And then I also follow up with a phone call to that listing agent. I'll tell you 99% of lenders are not doing this. My #1 goal is to get your offer accepted so that you can get into your dream home. Okay. The other piece of this is if you go through our pre-underwriting process, we have, let me find it, our Security Plus guarantee. So oftentimes we'll couple this with our pre-approval process. So to get the Security Plus, we have to send you all the way through underwriting. So that's an application. We verify your credit, income, and assets. I get all the documentation, send it into underwriting. The process takes about a week. But then you get this certificate. It backs your offer with $5,000 of our money. So it's not that you get his $5,000 credit, but the seller gets a guarantee that if anything happens to your financing, you unfortunately lose your job, you spend all your down payment, you buy a boat before closing. These things do happen. I know you're probably laughing, but these things do happen. We will pay that seller $5,000. So what we're trying to do is create a security blanket around your offer. I shoot the video. I explain my experience. We have this Security Plus guarantee of $5,000. This seller feels very, very good about accepting your offer. Same with the listing agent. Sellers have two concerns, that you're going to bail out because of inspection or that financing is going to fail. I'm taking one of those away. Okay. So this, and then it also is a commitment that you and I are working together because we're backing your offer with $5,000. It gives that seller that security that, hey, we know who that lender is going to be. We know who it is. We saw their video. He called me. He talked about the strength of our financing. In this market, and really in a lot of markets, getting your offer accepted is the toughest and the #1 thing. So I sign it as a branch manager and the loan officer. You'll sign it as a buyer, and then we'll get the seller to sign it as well. Another piece that I would add is that nearly 10% of my closings in 2024 were off-market deals. And now that is because I have built a strong network of being in the business for 10 years, where I'm talking to 30 plus real estate agents a week, if not more. And I'm always asking them, what listings do you have coming up? What are you hearing about? And I'm getting to those, I'm getting my buyers, my pre-underwritten, committed buyers, those listings ahead of them hitting the market so that they don't have to pay over asking. They don't have to escalate. They don't have to do crazy terms. They can work through them. Maybe they can be contingent. Some of those pieces, it's just a huge, huge advantage in working with me in being, 10 years in this business. And then the last thing would be once you get under contract, I want to explain the process there and hang with me because this is very, very important. So once you are under contract, the seller has accepted your purchase and sale. My process as a loan officer, which once again, 99% of loan officers don't do this. You get under contract and you're following up with them. You have no idea where your loan is at in the process, and you're just hoping that you close on time. Not with me. So every Tuesday and Friday, I send emailed loan updates out, and then every Tuesday morning, I will call you personally. I call the buyer, which is you. I call the buyer's agent and the listing agent every Tuesday morning. And then Tuesday afternoon and Friday afternoons, I send emails that look like this. You'll hear from me a minimum of 3 times a week on where your loan is at, what we need, where the next step is happening, where we're at in the loan process. But these are the 15 mortgage milestones from once you go under contract, the purchase and sale is received. We'll send you your disclosures, which will have all your numbers. The appraisal will be ordered. That's to verify value and if there's any health and safety hazards on the property. I'll send the file to my processor if we haven't already done that and pre-underwritten you. Then the initial underwriting review will happen. We like to pre-underwrite most of our clients, so hopefully we're already at this step. And then I'll send you what the underwriting conditions are. Okay, that will, maybe we need another pay stub, we need another bank statement, or hey, there was a large deposit, we need to know why, or you're changing jobs, we need a new employment contract. Then the appraisal report will come back, and then I'll collect the underwriting conditions from you, Ian or I, and then we'll send everything back for final loan approval. My favorite part of the whole process. Final loan approval is that final stamp, and then we're off to closing. So we'll send you your closing disclosure, which is an iteration of these buyer disclosures that you sign at the beginning, but it'll have more finalized numbers. And then we submit your file to our Evergreen closing team. Loan docs go to escrow. You'll set the escrow department will, escrow company rather, will set your signing. So you sign at an escrow company, not at not at my office, which Chicago Title here is next door, and there's another one, Whatcom Land Title, and there's some other ones in town. So loan docs will get sent to escrow. You'll sign your loan documents, and then we'll fund your loan. Boom, boom, done. But as you can see, this is just an example. I send these every Tuesday and Friday with where we're at in the process. And I explain this process too to the seller and the listing agent so that they know that they're going to be updated 3 times a week, which once again is another reason why my offers and my clients' offers get accepted over others. So just remember the 4 P's. Proof is in the pudding, right? An experienced loan officer who's been doing this a long time has, an immense amount of products at their disposal, has competitive pricing. Once again, we wouldn't be the number 1 lender without competitive pricing and competitive products. And then process would be number 4. You want somebody that's highly communicative. Look at my online reviews. You'll see a lot of reviews about that. You'll see it in this video. My number 1 goal is to over communicate so that you never have to follow up with me. You don't have to micromanage this process. I'm the expert. I'm the one that should be over communicating to you. So contact us with any questions, and I'm really looking forward to getting you under contract and getting you into your dream home. We'll see ya.